Good morning, everybody. Day one of the rest of our lives. Let's get it.
Good morning, everybody. Oh man, we're home. We woke up at home today. We got home from the hospital yesterday and to chill a little bit. I had to keep up with stuff. Today's a little surreal. You're waking up and it's like, I'm back home. Man, this is the start of a whole new journey, right? For you, because for everybody else, it's just Thursday again. Remember, it's a personal journey. So don't worry about everybody else. Worry about yourself. I keep saying this, but it is all mindset. It's all perspective, like I thought I was gonna be going through hell and craziness and all this emotional roller coaster and hating and just regretting. And it's like I don't have any of that. Why? Because I know I have goals I need to meet, and and it's just for my better and for my best. Here we go. So normally I would say let's have the coffee, right? And I can. I'm on full liquids. I'm on stage 3. I can have full liquids, but I don't want anything that's going to dehydrate me or anything that's going to hinder my progress, right? Not that it will, but I just don't feel like I need it, right? I just don't. What we're going to do is I'm going to kind of go through show you what I have to do first thing in the morning. I can't do multivitamins and stuff like that yet. I can't do anything else. So I have to keep up my hydration. I have to keep up my protein goals and stuff like that for the day. I'll go over that with you guys and show you kind of what I bought and the things that I'm going to do to keep all that stuff up. Take the little puppy out. We're going to get some sunlight. Oh, man, I just decided to come outside and get some sun, get some vitamin D. Look at the birds are out. It's a beautiful day. Man, it's the stuff you live for. You know what I mean? This is the stuff you gotta like appreciate, right? I think sometimes when you go through certain things or you're trying to, go through a personal journey, and I just feel like coming outside sometimes and getting some sun and just allowing yourself to absorb nature. And it just feels so good right now. I don't know. I'm loving it. So there are two main goals they want you to hit for your day, right? It's your protein and your fluids, right? So the first one's your protein. They want 60 to 80 grams a day. At least that's what my doctor wants. Your fluids, they want 48 to 64. So it roughly breaks down to about 24 to 32 ounces of each, right? Of water being half, and then the other half being from other liquids. Things like Gatorade that can keep your hydration up, or liquid IVs and stuff like that, probably could help you a little more, but I'm still gonna do some water. In the hospital, when I was leaving, they did give me this bottle right here. The bottle does kind of do like a 8, 9, 10, 11. What I did yesterday, because I had bought some protein powder, the Isopure unflavored protein powder that I could mix with anything, right? It's a giant scoop, right? So I was like, whoa, that's kind of a lot of powder to put in a drink, especially if I want a small drink, right? So I put it in a giant Powerade that my friend Christina had given me. It turned it like a murky blue. It's kind of chalky. Not chalky, but like you can tell there's something other than your Powerade Zero in here. There is I thought it was gonna blend seamlessly. Like it's just like, oh, okay, it's in there. Maybe there's a small granular thing or something, but no. It tastes a little thick. Yeah, dude, it's in there, all right. Not that I'm not gonna count it, but this is just more for hydration for me and a little bit of protein just to kind of kick off the day, the morning. They want you to take very small sips all day long to kind of get your hydration in, right? Whatever you can tolerate, don't overdo it. Don't think you can start taking big drinks. If you can tolerate a little bit more of a sip, then tolerate a little more sip. Very grateful that I'm able to tolerate a few sips. It's supposed to be 1 sip of clear liquids, so it's roughly like 1 ounce every 15 minutes. It's technically 30 milliliters, I guess, of what? It's like a NyQuil cup, right? This is what they gave me at the hospital. They let me go home with some because they said every 15 minutes this is what you need to have. Doesn't really seem like a lot. It's actually more than you think it's going to be. It's not the drink you used to have. Could be pouring it in here and kind of sipping off this, but I don't want to count on this all day, every day. I broke it down to like 3.5, 4 sips. So as long as it's within 15 minutes, I just take 3 or 4 sips, I'm getting this in, right? That's for our hydration. Now on to our protein, right? So this is our meals. This is what we need to have. This is our food. It's still on full liquid, so we're still on the broths, the soups, the protein shakes, stuff like that. You got to pick and choose your battle because you have to eat every 2 to 3 hours, and you have to have 20 to 30 grams of protein per serving with a limit of 1 gram of sugar. We can also have like Greek yogurt, even though it does have a little more sugar sometimes. Sometimes it's not packed with as much protein. So, I figure if I just switch off through the day, I'm still going to get my total throughout the day. I'm going to start off the morning with a protein soup because you make the little cup and then you kind of like just sip on it for about an hour, and it takes you a long time to finish it. It does feel more of a meal because you're using a spoon than maybe a drink does, because you don't feel like you're just doing the same drink over and over and over. It changes the habit, right? Which I think for your mind, again, mindset, I think for your mind, it just changes doing this all goddamn days. I did want to show you guys just for organization purposes. I took them all out of the boxes. I will be showing you guys the boxes up here eventually when I start to eat them and stuff. Kind of just wrote on them and just kind of put them in here so they're more easier to grab. I am choosing to go with the beef bouillon today. Mix. It's dead. No. Okay, not so good. Because I don't think all that air is really cool for me. I'm going to put it in the fridge for a little while to see if it settles. Now we're going to go with the pineapple orange for our fruit drink. And I'm making it with less water this time just because I want to make it a little more potent and I can't have too many fluids, so I got to get it in, right? Yes, I do clean it. It's just stained with the broth stuff that stains it pretty badly. So let's mix it. So here we are, guys. This is our meal. Our beef broth and our orange pineapple protein drink. Again, like I said, I made them a little more concentrated because I can't have a lot of liquids at one time. So I kind of want to get them in. It is going to take me a while to finish both of these. It's probably going to take me about an hour, hour and a half. What I found really helpful in the hospital and yesterday when I came home was setting a timer. Setting a timer kind of lets you know, kind of your pace that you're working at. It doesn't matter how long it takes. All it matters, I mean, eventually it'll matter because you got things to do with your day. But right now I took a day off. I'm kind of just chilling and relaxing. I'm kind of just trying to get all this stuff done and catch up with the videos and stuff. So, and then think again, just kind of bask in the glory of all this, right? So if you set a timer for about every 5 minutes, then what I do is I take a couple spoonfuls of this and a couple sips of the protein drink, and I feel good. It doesn't settle weird or anything. I mean, it's in your stomach. So every time you drink something, your stomach naturally wants to like absorb it right into the whole thing. So right now that you're fresh, I haven't taken any Tylenol or anything this morning. So every time I drink something it wants to move around and you feel it. So you go, oh, okay, that's a little weird, right? You know the difference between my stomach's working and I took too much. I haven't thrown up at all. I don't feel any dumping stuff and I don't feel dizzy. I don't feel nothing. So I know I'm doing something right. Just set the 5 minutes and I just do what I have to do every 5 minutes. Eventually this will be gone and I've set my goal for the day. It's the second trick is what I do is that as soon as I'm done with this meal, set a timer for about 2.5 hours, right? Because that kind of gives me between the 2 and 3 hours. But let's get started on this. I will kind of tell you how long it took me. So it took me about a little over an hour to finish that little bit there. I did finish it, but it did take me over an hour to do. And now it's time to feed the dog. In this house, we give our dog fresh chicken or rotisserie chicken, right? So even though it sounds disgusting to some people after they get surgery, it doesn't to me. It still smells okay. It's just chicken. I can touch it. I don't feel dumb. But give her a little bit, and that's what she gets. Come on. Until I see my primary, I still have to take my blood pressure medication. Remember these organizers? So we're gonna take one and put it in the pill crusher that we had bought. Because everything needs to be crushed up. You can't just take the pill, right? Crush it up a little bit. And what I like to do is I like to throw it into this little pudding that my friend Laura made me. These pills are horrible. They gave me one at the hospital, just water. It was horrible. So we'll say the pudding does make a huge difference. For my next trick, my next meal, I'm gonna do the Quest protein shake. I'm gonna shake it up. You know what I thought about it? I'm like, this is pre-made. It's chocolate. I haven't really had anything sweet or anything of like any type of flavor recently. I mean, the pudding's pretty good, but this is something different, right? Also, it's getting warm here in Palm Springs. So it's having something a little cold would be kind of nice, like a cold little milkshake. So it's got the 30 grams of protein. It's got the 1 gram of sugar like they're asking. Plus, because it's pre-made, I could just open it and sip on it while I'm doing stuff, maybe working on a video or something. And yeah, we'll see how long it takes, but I'm gonna take it down 5 minutes at a time. So I just finished the Quest shake. It took me about an hour and a half, to be honest with you. I don't know, maybe a bit longer. I was working on the videos and stuff, and I just was taking a sip every couple minutes whenever I realized never one time did my stomach hurt, never one time did I feel full, never one time did I feel hungry, never one time did I feel anything strange. So that's a good pace. So I got 30 grams of protein in one little can. So it's pretty good. Sounds like it's going to be a daily thing. I could do this. It's one more week until we go to pureed food. So not too bad. And thank you, Christina, for this. I didn't think I was gonna like the chocolate as much as I did. It's pretty good. I'm gonna try the other ones too. So for dinner, I'm gonna be trying cream of wheat. It does say to add 1/2 cup of water, but I'm gonna add a little bit more just because it says to make it thin, and also because I'm gonna be adding some protein powder to it. Here it is, the cream of wheat with the protein powder. Let's try it out. Never had it. Don't remember having it. Yeah, that doesn't taste like anything. Quite boring. I can't really put flavor or anything in it right now, so kind of be what I gotta be. I mean, I could trade it for something else maybe, but yeah, just keep it for tonight. Tomorrow I'll switch it up to something else. It is what it is. So I know this sounds disgusting. I know this. But hear me out. Hear me out. This cream of wheat was a little thicker, right? And it didn't have any flavor. I thought about it. What if I add a little bit of the protein shake in there? Because it is protein and I can't have it, right? And it is chocolate. So I did it. I watered it down with the protein shake. Game changer. Now there is a little chunky stuff in there because of the protein, I guess, or something. Or maybe that's just the way cream of wheat is. But I'm kind of chewing that as I'm going, so it's pretty fine. We'll see what my stomach tolerates it all. I'll let you guys know. Cream of wheat was not where it's at. I'm telling you, the texture was off. I don't know if it was a powder added to it or the fact that I did it with water or what. It's just flavorless, right? And then I tried saving it with that chocolate shake, which is really good, and it did help it, but it just got cold, and I was just, it just wasn't where it's at. I will not be doing that again, right? Maybe later I'll try it again or something with something else once I can put some flavors in it. But as of right now, not where it's at, right? So tomorrow I'll be trying a cream of chicken or a cream of mushrooms, strained, of course, because we have to have everything strained and nice and thin. And, it's a trial and error stuff. There's things we're going to like. There's things we're not going to like. I could have stuck it out, which I did, but or thrown it away and been like, let's try something new, which I could have done. I should have done, but I didn't because I really want to try things. I can't just go off the first flavor and be like, ugh. I want to stick things out. You know what I mean? I don't just want to be like a burden to stuff or not like things just because of whatever. Like, I don't want to be that dude. I want to give things a chance. So until then, all I've been doing in between all these videos and stuff is trying to stay hydrated. I've refilled this a little bit and really just try to get my hydration in because the last thing we want to do is be dehydrated, right? So now I'm just going to get some rest because all I've been doing is editing my ass off today. And I really need to get some rest. I mean, I've been crying about getting rest. I did last night, and I want to get some more tonight. One more thing. Just like the blood pressure medication from earlier, I crushed up one of the hydrocodone and acetaminophen pills that they gave me on the way out for pain. Now, it's not that I'm going through too much pain, but I do realize that at night, the little whatever happens in my stomach does keep me up or does wake me up. And last night I took one of the pills kind of as a preventative, and I slept all through the night. So even if it's not really killing pain that I have or whatever, but it's settling my stomach enough to the point where I can get some sleep. So I did it again tonight. I crushed one up. I threw it inside the pudding because it's just the way to do it, right? It just, that way you don't have the chalky flavor of just trying to hit some watered down powder pill. I don't know. But either way, yeah, it works the charm and the pudding thing for me. So that's what I'm doing. You could put it in whatever. I really don't know what to mix pills with, but I do know in the pudding it was pretty good because that's what they recommended for me. So that's what I'm doing. So that's what we're going to do. It's been a long day. It's been a long night. I'm just been editing my ass off to try to get all these videos out for you guys. And now it's time to go to bed. I'm going to try to get some rest and hit it again tomorrow. Thank y'all for watching, subscribing, liking, everything. I'm just doing this really to put it out for people to have an understanding of what somebody else goes through. So maybe with their journey, it could be a little easier. But at the same time, if you want to keep following me, that would be great. We still got a long ways to go. This is just the start. Keep an eye out and let's see how far I can take this. Remember, we have to return to this app. Everything has to be written down. Now it's more important than ever because now it's post-op. Now we're responsible for everything we put in our bodies because it could be good or bad for us. This is also a way for the dietitian to help track you, to learn where you're going bad and learn where your strengths are at, right? So for me,
I know that today was really a trial and error day. I'm going to keep saying that because I'm still learning. We're all learning. I think we'll never stop learning. But putting the stuff in here today really let me know where I stood. I think I ate too much protein. We'll see it in a minute. But I was just trying to do the right thing. I was trying to get my protein in. Now, when I look at the numbers right now, they all look pretty good to me. The calories look low and everything. But I think the protein's a little high. We'll try again tomorrow.